Yo, Internet, how are you doing? I am doing a podcast with Steve. Say hello, Steve.
Hello there.
Hello there. That's enthusiastic.
Is that enthusiastic enough? Because it's really hard for me to be enthusiastic about anything that's in Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah. So, yes, we are recording this podcast. We did just record for 20 minutes, roughly. And I was stupid and forgot to record the audio.
So basically you just had me talking to myself, which isn't unusual.
Yeah, well, it's practically what I do on this YouTube thing. It's only recently that other people have joined in.
Well, as one of the few people who actually went to school with me, you can attest to the fact that I did actually talk to myself about nothing.
I do remember you murmuring at yourself about stuff, yeah. Anyway, considering other people can't reminisce alongside us, we should probably get onto a subject. We've already covered a lot of stuff about Doctor Who, haven't we? So we can't really go over it again, unless we're not going to go over Russell T Davies again, are we?
I don't know, I do want the legion of Russell T Davies fans to attack us yet again. Well, attack me.
Attack you.
I can just imagine a horde of angry David Tennant cosplayers now just chasing me down.
Yeah, it's quite awkward, the fact that the only bit which we got recorded from the last recording is just you. There's none of the stuff about me sort of complimenting them. It's just constant you.
You're making me out to seem like you're hating it, and I don't hate it. I enjoyed moments. The moments were enjoyable.
Yeah.
But on the whole, and this is just I'm just trying to ease people in slowly, Russell Davies could not write a good TV show.
I'm not associated with that statement. Don't drag me into that, and please don't take it out on me.
And don't take it out on me either.
No, he's just stating a personal opinion, and personal opinions are very welcome.
You should totally ask me about Nintendo now.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Okay.
What, we're going to do Nintendo?
We actually should, considering we've done a lot. We can do Doctor Who some other time. So, okay, Nintendo.
What do you want to know about Nintendo?
I don't know. What are your opinions on them at the moment, Stephen?
So, do you want my opinions of Nintendo as a whole? Nintendo as of now, or Nintendo as old?
Nintendo as of now, where they're going to, their marketing plans, their hardware, their games, whatever you feel like going into.
Now, I don't know how old the people are who are going to listen to this podcast, but if you're old enough to remember Sega and the Dreamcast, basically take the Sega Dreamcast situation and put it on Nintendo, and that's Nintendo now.
Mm-hmm.
They're heading to making really terrible games about Mario who turns into a werewolf.
Just give Mario a sword. Oh gosh, that would suck. That would actually suck more than giving Sonic a sword.
Did you ever have the unfortunate pleasure of playing Sonic the Hedgehog, which was a launch title?
I haven't played that one, no. I played Secret Rings.
Yeah. By the way, we're not talking about the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which, by the way, was a good game.
That was a great game. It is a great game. It was a great game. It is just great.
We're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a game that launched on Xbox 360. I think it was a launch title. That didn't work, was super buggy, broken. Sonic kissed a girl. That was weird.
Yeah.
One for the furries. Sonic, terrible game. Or at least they used to be good. Now they're terrible.
Yeah.
Although I did enjoy episode 1 of Sonic 4.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that, and apparently Sonic Color was the best 3D Sonic game. Have you played that one?
No, I don't own a Wii.
Oh no, you haven't anymore. But you did at the time of the release, didn't you?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you did. I know you did.
I never played that game.
No.
Because I never bought games for my Wii. Which brings us back nicely to Nintendo.
Yeah.
And yet, Nintendo, well, let's sum up Nintendo as of recent, since the launch of the Wii. Basically, Nintendo launched the Wii, and then they go, here you go, more Mario. Okay, that's fine.
Well, we did that with Sunshine, and then there was a break, wasn't there? It wasn't just Mario.
Yeah, there was a break because Sunshine was so terrible.
No, but they did Galaxy, sorry. And then there wasn't any Mario for quite a while. It's only recently that they've been churning out Mario like mad.
No, but instead of Mario, we got Ubisoft's terrible onslaught of awful Wii games about babies and ponies and everything had a Z on the end.
And sword slashing and gunslinging. Red Steel.
Red Steel, the game that never ever worked, and the sequel didn't work either because Ubisoft can't make motion control games.
Red Steel 2 was alright, but it wasn't It wasn't one
No,
to.
it worked for you, and then it didn't work for me.
The problem with that is it wasn't one-to-one. It was accurate, providing that you learnt how to use a sword as swords aren't meant to be used, if you get what I mean. It's not intuitive, I don't think. I didn't get it straight away. But once you learn how to use it, it somehow worked and you could slash in any direction and all that sort of stuff.
Let's give the people at home a bit of background here. Basically, you are a supporter of motion control. Is that correct?
I think it has potential.
I totally despise motion control.
Yeah.
And this is why I bought a Wii, and I got, with my Wii, Red Steel, first one, Twilight Princess,
Good game, good game.
No More Heroes, and something else that I can't remember.
That's a pretty good, actually, apart from Red Steel, that's a good opening to a Wii, I think.
Yeah, well, I played Red Steel, and that was just terrible. I put it in the case and never played it again and took it to be traded in, where the guy looked at it and said, I can't offer you a lot of money for this, and I said, any money is better than just...
I'm surprised you didn't burn it and take it out of circulation.
Yeah, and then I played Twilight Princess, and I thought, the game itself is good, but why can't I do any of this stuff with a controller?
Yeah. What they should have
That's
done...
my whole thought, because obviously Twilight Princess was meant for the GameCube.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mixed development, wasn't it? It was part Wii, part GameCube. That's why it was delayed so much.
And the motion controls worked okay, but I wish I could control it with a controller.
Yeah.
Then I played No More Heroes, and I was like, well, this is fun, but again, all the stuff I'm doing, can I just use it with a controller? And of course, they released No More Heroes on PS3, and I bought it on PS3, and I'm like, wow, this is really enjoyable. I actually enjoyed it more playing with a controller than I did.
I mean, that sort of thing, those controls, they're motion in the sense that you make a movement and then something does stuff, rather than what I'm thinking of, where you do something and then that exact movement is replicated on the screen. Twilight Princess, and certainly not Red Steel, didn't do that.
Yeah.
It's just you do a movement and then something happens. That's what they were, really.
Yeah, but the motion control was only a part of the problem, and another part of the problem was Nintendo themselves. And the reason I bought a Wii is because, and I bought one, I'd say like a year, maybe two after release. And I bought one on a promise, and that promise was, we're bringing hardcore games.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I'm going to be honest, the only game I actually ever bought for the Wii that didn't actually come with the console was GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Which came out 2 years after I bought the console, or maybe a year, I can't remember.
It came out in 2009?
2010,
2010, yeah.
Yeah. So I got my Wii like 2 years before that. So yeah, I purchased GoldenEye, purchased it with the Pro controller, and I never once played that game motion controlled, because I was just like, ugh. If you give me the option for controller, I'm just going to use controller, because in my opinion, and I went as far as buying a PS Move as well to see whether, if a game was true 1-1, which certain games on the PS Move promised, it would work a lot better. It does not, for me anyway.
And on that note, we shall end today's podcast thing. So thank you for listening. Thank you, Steve, for joining. And we hope you will tune into the next podcast. So say goodbye, Stephen.
See ya.
Bye.